Okay, today we're going to talk about how to beat Shadow Moltres raid in Pokemon Go. Shadow Moltres just debuted in parts around the world, so we'll go over it real quick. Shadow Moltres is fire flying, so it's double weak to rock, single weak to water and electric. So you're going to use mostly rock types. Maybe there'll be an exception. You can maybe use Primal Kyogre if you have rainy weather. That's like the only time I could see it, but it's most likely all rock. Now let's go over its moves real quick. It's got 2 fast moves, Fire Spin, Wing Attack. And it's got 4 charge moves, 3 of them which are fire, overheat, fire blast, and heat wave, and 1 rock move. So you're mostly, since you're going to be using rock types, the rock type is going to resist everything except the ancient power, which will be neutral damage, but against most rock types. And I guess we'll talk about, can this thing be solo? This definitely not solo. Duo is pretty easy if you got, like, you know, all the top counters, like best friend boost, level 50 Pokemon. And especially if you got partly cloudy weather. Now, what's the easiest way to do, like, I don't think you could do all this with level 20 Pokemon. Even with you definitely are going to need partly cloudy. I'm looking at the numbers and it looks tough. Maybe someone can pull it off with level 20 if you go get the easiest moveset and use Mega Tyranitar. Maybe, but I'm not 100% sure. You can definitely with level 30 Pokemon and partly cloudy. Yeah, with partly cloudy level 30 Pokemon, yes, for sure. Maybe even level 25, but can we do, how's a duo without weather? Because, you know, we can't predict the weather. Okay, so let's see, just neutral weather for Shadow Moltres. Oh, this is sunny. Yeah, the duo is still pretty easy with, even with, you have a full level 50 team, but obviously you're going to have to use gems for these, so it's not the easiest. I wonder if can you duo this without gems. Maybe that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try to duo this with like a full, the best team I could possibly make, and see if I can do it without gems. That's something I want to try out. So now let's go quickly over what the top counters you're going to use. We always start with the top megas. Let's see, how many megas do we have? First of all, Mega Tyranitar is the top one. Yeah, this one with Smackdown, Stone Edge. It's by far the best, the tankiest. Does slightly more damage than Aerodactyl, but it's pretty close. So yeah, the dark typing doesn't help it at all here. So next up, we'll go with Aerodactyl, Mega Aerodactyl, with Rock Throw, Rock Slide. Yeah, Rock Throw, Rock Slide, Mega Aerodactyl. But the issue with Aerodactyl is it's weak to Ancient Power, so you got to avoid Ancient Power. And it's just a little glassier than Mega T-Tar, but if you don't have energy for T-Tar, but you have for Aerodactyl, then you can use Aerodactyl. Alright, let's go down the list. Any other Megas? I guess you could use Mega Swampert. Why is it recommending this? It's weird. I'm not going to go over the other Megas, because I think you just should only use those 2. Like, you could maybe sneak in there with, like, Primals, but no. I'm not even going to go over them. Okay, because you should be using all rocks. Now, let's go over some of the top shadows. Shadow and rock types you can use. Obviously, Shadow T-Tar is one of the best with Smackdown, Stone Edge, but Smackdown is a Community Day Legacy move. Oh, wait, I forgot to talk about one. Diancie, if you have that, you can also use Diancie for the Mega with Rock Throw, Rock Slide. I don't have the moves on that, but yeah, it's actually, it does way more damage than Mega Tyranitar. I keep forgetting because this is kind of a mythical Pokemon. It's not like do I even have enough? I have enough energy to evolve it once, so this is not an easy Pokemon to make. Plus, you need candies and stuff. Now, it does more damage than Mega Tyranitar DPS, but it's a little glassier, so I guess it could be, I don't know, situational. But it's really good. Okay, so now that we're done with Diancie, let's go back to Shadow Tyranitar. I always forget about Diancie. Shadow Tyranitar, yeah, Smackdown, Stone Edge. How does it compare against some of the other top Pokemon? It's probably the second or third. It's like top 3 for sure. Top 3 non-megas, rock types. But it's like in the middle of bulk. It's not as glassy as some of the other 2 Pokemon we're going to go over here in a second. I guess we'll go over these now, since these are the top 3. So yeah, Shadow Tyranitar, Rampardos with Smackdown, Rock Slide, and Rock Wrecker, Rhyperior, which is a Community Day move if you have one of those. Yeah, these I think are the top 3 counters. Now they're all interesting because Rhyperior has the less DPS, but it's the tankiest one. And then Tyranitar is like does the second most damage, the second most bulk, and Rampardos does the most damage, but it's the glassiest. So it just really depends. Depends if you want to be in the raid longer. So yeah, does the move set matter? I think only in Rock and Rhyperior's case it matters because it's gonna resist Ancient Power. Rhyperior's gonna resist all the moves. That's kind of like the only difference. So those are the top three. Let's go back to the Shadows and Rocks. Shadow and Rock. Is there any other ones that we should go over? Shadow Aerodactyl's decent. Same thing with the Asberg Aerodactyl. Rock Throw, Rock Slide. I guess with this Pokemon, if you do have one, I have one, but Shadow Almastar. I think this is a double Legacy move, though. Yeah. You could use Shadow Almastar, but you need double Rock Throw, Rock Slide. Now, the beauty about Shadow Almastar, I think, is it's a water rock, so it's going to double resist all the fire moves. So, yeah, you could use that. It's a little glassy, though, but yeah, it's solid. Is there any other Shadow Rocks we need to go over? Yeah, there's a few you could use. You could use Shadow Regirock with Rock Throw, Stone Edge, but my frustration. This one's okay. And then Shadow Aggron does decent, but the Steel typing kind of hurts it with Smackdown Meteor Beam. And you can also use both Shadow Golems, Alolan, and the regular one with Rock Throw, Stone Edge. I don't think I have one. Yeah, I just have Shadow Geodudes. I usually use these just to purify because they're so cheap. Alright, any other Shadow Rocks? I guess I don't even have that Pokemon, so we're not even going to go over it. It's too low on the list. Okay, now let's just go over some of the other top rock Pokemon that we might have missed. We went over those. Here. Then another one you can use is Tyrantrum. I still don't have one evolved. Yeah, you got to walk it in sunny weather. Okay, I have enough candies now. I guess I can make one. With Rock Throw, Meteor Beam for Tyrantrum. The Dragon typing actually does help it a lot here. It's going to help you double resist Fire Blast, Overheat, but not Ancient Power. Ancient Power will still be neutral. Okay, now let's go over the next Pokemon, Terrakion. This is my Shundo. Okay, so yeah, Smackdown, Rock Slide. The Fighting type, it helps it against Ancient Power, so it's going to resist all its moves. Except the Wing Attack might hurt you a little bit since it's flying, since it's Rock. Sorry, it's Fighting, yeah. I think it's neutral, right? Rock resists flying, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it does. I could be wrong, but let me double check for you guys before I give you the wrong information. I'm pretty sure Rock resists flying. Sometimes I forget all these resistance. Because flying is not really that common one that we often use. How come it's not showing me the... Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's neutral. Okay, let's get back to the next one. So obviously, I'm just gonna go over this one real quick. Normal Tyranitar, same thing. You're gonna use Mega Shadow. So if you have one of these with Smackdown, Stone Edge. Ever since T-Tar got Brutal Swing, you have to pick. It sucks because Tyranitar is good as Rock and a Dark, and Smackdown is a Legacy move, so it's a problem. Another Pokemon you can use is Gigalith. I think this is a Community Day move though. I'm pretty sure. Smackdown, Rock. Yeah, Smackdown. I think it's Meteor Beam the Community Day move. Yeah, Meteor Beam's a Community Day move, so that one's tough. Okay, is there anything else we need to go over? Same thing. Most of these Pokemon are just Pokemon that have the Shadow versions. Like you can use regular Almastar. This one I do have the Legacy moves for. You know, double resist fire, and then you can use Aerodactyl, regular Aerodactyl, Rock Throw, Rock Slide, same thing. And yeah, and then I guess we'll go over these last two Pokemon. Just each Golem. Same thing with the Shadows. I have the regular ones with Rock Throw, Stone Edge on both of these. The Electric typing is not going to help Alolan Golem, but the Ground typing will help regular Golem with... the Ground will help with the Ancient Power move. And yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can duo this without gems. With gems, if you have a full strong team, level 50, best friend boost, especially get Partly Cloudy, is going to be easy duo. I'll see what I can do. I'll try to duo with like... I don't know if the level 20 will be possible. Level 30 for sure. Maybe I can try to do a level 25. That seems like a challenge. And I'll try to duo it with without gems. I wonder if that's possible. But I think I'm going to need Partly Cloudy for that, for sure. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.